What does it mean to be an American? Certainly being an American is more than just citizenship. I believe being an American is a privilege that some people take for granted. Many people around the world come to America in the hopes of one day gaining that privilege. But being an American in part is also a responsibility. All Americans are born responsible for preserving and defending the freedoms, opportunities, and values that have defined America throughout its history. John Adams once said, "You will never know how much it has cost my generation to preserve your freedom." I hope you will make a good use of it. At its founding, America was built on the idea of freedom. Our founding fathers experienced firsthand the injustice of British rule without representation. They risked their lives in the war for independence to protect their freedom and the freedom of future generations to come. Their sacrifice and ultimately their victory led them to pen one of the most remarkable documents in history, the Declaration of Independence. With that declaration, our new nation became the first in the world to have its foundations based on the idea of liberty and freedom. The Declaration of Independence famously dictates that all men are created equal, that they are endowed by their Creator with certain unalienable rights, that among these are life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. America became the first nation to acknowledge that liberty is not granted by the government, but as Benjamin Franklin put it, it is a right that belongs to us by the laws of God and nature. It is a distinctively American view that freedom is a God-given right that must be protected by the government and not granted by them. Throughout its history, however, our nation saw what happens when the government restricts that God-given right. In instances such as slavery, not only did the government fail to protect its citizens' freedoms, but it actively enabled and supported those injustices. Yet because of the great leaders who saw the inherent injustice that slavery posed, slavery was ultimately abolished. Through the fortitude of great leaders in America, such as Abraham Lincoln, Booker T. Washington, Frederick Douglass, and many other great Americans, brought America back to its foundations of liberty, escorting America back to its founding principles that all Americans are born free. When I think of what it means to be an American, I think of the great sacrifices of many to uphold my freedoms. I also think about the opportunities we have as Americans. Ralph Emerson once said that America is another name for opportunity. Millions of people come to America with the dream of better opportunities, the dream of achieving success through hard work, the dream of providing for their families. The opportunities America provides are unique to this nation because of the inherent value of a free enterprise, a distinctively American ideal. Early in its foundings, America became an industry leader, challenging nations centuries older because of our free enterprise system. That system has benefited industrious Americans throughout our history, and America has become a nation that rewards hard work and entrepreneurialism as a result. Today, anyone can become successful in America, despite one's skin color, upbringing, or circumstances. No matter how many times one may fail, there are always more opportunities to try again. In the immortal words of John F. Kennedy, those who dare to fail miserably can achieve greatly. And I'm proud to live in a nation that provides equal opportunities to its citizens. Being an American also means adopting distinctively American values that have led to the nation's success in values such as liberty, equality, patriotism, free enterprise, and self-government. These values are at the soul of our country, but historically, America has not only promoted these values amongst its citizens, but also worldwide. America has been a promoter of peace by bringing these values to countries across the globe. Countries whose governments reject individual liberty and equality in favor for tyranny and oppression. Countries that reject free enterprise in favor of socialism and communism. And America has not been a country of colonialism, but instead uplifts these nations to self-govern and thrive independently. It is this type of international intervention that makes America a symbol of freedom worldwide. Being an American does not mean that we have the same skin color, religious beliefs, or political views. Being an American means fighting for freedom and enjoying those freedoms without fear of persecution. It means enjoying the tremendous opportunities of living in a free society that values and rewards hard work. America's motto, E pluribus unum, means out of many, one. It indicates that diverse individuals can come together as one through their shared values in freedom, equality, and self-government, the shared experience of being an American. I'm proud to be an American, but I believe that sentiment is dwindling today. Fewer people appreciate the immense freedoms we experience due to the sacrifice of many who came before us. In the meantime, our current government seems to be taking away more of our God-given freedoms, even though it's the government's job to protect those very freedoms that they try to take away. We need more patriotic Americans, those who love and cherish this country, to stand up for our freedoms today, just as many Americans have done in the past. As Ronald Reagan once said, freedom is never more than just one generation away from extinction. We didn't pass it on to our children in the bloodstream. It must be fought for, protected, and handed on down for them to do the same. Or one day, we will spend our sunset years telling our children and our children's children what it was once like in the United States of America, where men were free. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Nyrell Melvin, and I'm running for mayor here in Fayetteville, North Carolina. May God bless you, and may God bless America. Thank you.